Hi again, and this is Riot Girl, the second poem and last for the night. This one's called My Ancestry, and it has to do with being Dominican and having a history, um, the Dominican history of dictatorship with Trujillo and stuff. I actually wrote this poem responding to reading The Feast of the Goat. I think that's the title of it, which had to do with Trujillo and how he got killed and, different characters and stuff speaking about him and his dictatorship. So here's my poem called My Ancestry. It's a sketch, so bear with me. If you listen close to my pulse, you can hear my blood pumping chaos from 4 generations ago, held by the rivers of invisible radiation falling in rainstorms, children still dancing, not knowing that these liquid mirrors they dance with still holds their family's degradation like a cancer lying dormant behind the closed doors and buried bones of families built in the embracing arms of infidelity and the humiliation of submission of a nation permanently reaching out to the sky where their great grandmothers soar high enough to twinkle with the sun. I never asked to be their walking tomb, holding poetic timelines of a goat once named your excellency through my veins like a bomb slowly ticking with every breath, every wretch I take to push away that inheritance I never asked for, forever stored away within my smile, my waist, my strut. You asked me, how does a dictatorship feel like? And all I had to do was hold my palms like they once did so you can smell the fear of a people who mistook that smell for fake, humming thick smiles while their desperation paces wild like a mad animal grieving for lives still hanging by the edge. God, please, not my kids. I swear I can hear their heart whispering please stored secretly in the creaks of the wooden floorboards of their homes, angled enough to leave cracks but not break their mother's superstitious backs. They would make sure not to trip on the uneven ground they named loyalty. I am certain when you hear me talking, you hear the sound of their pain crawling within the walls that were never protective enough to keep safety behind locked doors. My Grammy swears there were actors walking in nightmares, not dreams, with eyes blind, thinking the death of their children is worth the sacrifice to give. So I am telling you, my Grammy knew what she meant when she swore on the nation that holds merciless roots on the foreground of my being. They were the living dead. With the Grim Reaper laughing in corners near the picture frame of the dictator they had to call a father. He could never have held that title because he was a devil in disguise with his treacherous stare, burning bullets into the eyes of innocence. Have you ever met a human doll? With her blood permanently embellished in the sacredness they wish they owned, you will mistake them for girls, but they were dolls, smiling with the invisible crow's feet of hopelessness, painted in the image of meat. They were part of his four-course meal. Your Excellency, I welcome you to your banquet. We have ready lands of a nation's dignity, their precious humanity, their complete servitude for survival, oh, and for dessert, their 14-year-old virgins. So I can see that you're pleased. To tell you the truth, I don't know what a dictatorship smells like because I have its pungent breath of its aftermath festering in the branches of my background, singeing the backbone of my beloved maternal back, concealed in the line my mother named our beauty mark. You would mistake me for a forest fire, but I could do is let it run circles of crossfires, telling me my history will always be his glory, his history. So please don't torture me with the reminder of his stare when I tell you with my soul up my sleep. I wish I could know what slavery feels like. So I can have an excuse to paint my background a different shame where I can be much easier and feel that the words strong and family never lost touch with each other. I will gladly rip this skin and tattoo myself a different face of culture just so I can take the breath of relief of a life far from the merciless time machine cackling with its steam engine ready to take me back from this new existence of freedom to the time where my forefathers and mothers had to give their free will to the hands of destruction. He used to say he was God's construction worker, his piece of heaven brought to break the Haitian hands of obstruction. What a figure. He had their ancestry slithering like a snake in his intestines, tucking venom in the entrances of his body just so he can spew subliminal atrocities as sound waves that constrict the static between his lines. I am your savior. If he only knew that Haitians were our lust brothers, buried beneath post-Mother Earth screams we mistake for earthquakes. They are warriors just like us, fighting to breathe just like I do, holding the weakened branches of their history still rubbing up under the soil they try so much to keep dear, to be brave and not fear another massacre that would feed blood to their country like mine did to that monster. I'm Dominican, and I'm telling you it's hard being one of us when you have Trujillos lining up like blue-legged Hitlers for nutcrackers. I'm buena noche, breathing rapidly in the drugs we make, in the children we raise, tracing silent footsteps in our beaches, in our dialectical attempts of evolution we hold in speeches. I'm sorry if this skin I wear underneath this skin, this half-brethren of yours, is not dark enough for struggles with genocides, with apartheids. We're trying to survive yet another generation of unnecessary hate and racism we hide in our crime of supporting stereotypes. I want you to know that despite the scared man of woe I hold within these branches of my soul, I will still love you and call you my sister, my brother, with none of his strings leading me to hating you. So no, I don't share your struggle. I live with it. And that's it. So that's it for tonight. Hope you enjoy it.